You can hear a couple say, I regret every day I didn't get to spend with you, to moving into someone saying, this argument makes me regret that I didn't go with so and so. This relationship makes me regret that I didn't get with Susie instead. Or that night that I didn't sleep with that one girl, I regret that now. I should have done that. And that's not all the regrets we have these days. Because then you break up with a woman that you really found you really wanted to be with, and you regret afterwards all the wrong that you did. Now you got to look at her walking with someone else. Now you got to think about her being with someone else. The same way you used to hug her in the times that she wanted to make you feel comfortable, she's doing that with somebody else, or he's doing that with somebody else. The times that you used to laugh and joke and hold hands walking down the street, or just the words that you used to say to each other, as in, I love you, I want to be with you forever. You got to think about her or him saying that to somebody else, because you didn't make the right decisions. That hurts. It definitely hurts as far as thinking about it. The same advice they used to give to you to become a better person, the same things they used to do to calm you down when you were angry, the same food that they used to cook for you that you used to love, all that stuff goes away, and you have to sit here and regret not doing the right things to continue that to happen. It's not even about, you may look at it like, oh man, the sex was good, whatever else. Who cares about the sex? It was all the other things that you'll have to regret. Man, she used to do this. Man, that perfume smell, the way she looked in that dress, whatever it is that they did for you, that brought you to a peak where you were at your best, you were at your happiest, you were at your calmest. You don't get that no more. And all you could do afterwards is regret. And people will say, oh, well, that didn't work out, and, it just wasn't for me, and we weren't meant to be together. Yeah, that's a good coping mechanism. That's a good saying to think about it. But at the same time, you messed up. You actually messed up. Oh, well, the new woman is more amazing. Well, that's wonderful for you, if you think about it that way. So, but at the same time, why live that way? Why even think that is a possibility? Why look at a instance and saying, well, this moment that I'm not thinking about my partner and I'm going to think about myself and mess up every connection that we have is worth it? Why think about it and then say that? Why think about every argument and then saying, I gotta win this, I gotta get louder? Why looking at every instance and saying, well, I gotta tell you that you're wrong, or I gotta manipulate the situation? Why look at an instance and saying, well, I'm so mad that I gotta hit something, and it may be that person? Why look at those situations and say that it was worth it to do those? Because it's not. There's always another way to handle a situation. And all the situations that I've said, I made, some of them may have been wrong. They may have been, but at the same time, you could think about it, and you can think about, yeah, that may be the case, and since that is, I'm going to react differently to it, so that I don't mess it up to where I have to regret letting this person go. In the Bible, it says, as a child, I did childish things. As a child, I thought about, it didn't say this in the Bible, I'm just continuing, but, we did selfish things. We thought about ourselves. We didn't think about the other person. And as a grown man, you have to think about something else. As a grown woman, you have to think about something else. As a person with kids, as a wife, as a husband, you have someone else to think about now. Don't mess it up. If you can, learn ways to handle situations. Learn better ways to communicate. If you're an angry person, you can't win an argument. If you can't control yourself, go find some way to help you be able to get over your anger. If you're a person that looks at their partner and saying they do wrong and they do so much wrong, try looking at yourself. Try seeing what you can change. Try seeing what's wrong with you. Try to see what you do wrong to try to fix that situation, so that you don't have to turn into the person that blames everybody in every situation. It's just me thinking. Mainly just because thinking back to an issue, thinking back to a situation, and feeling the pain for it. So, and I thought that would be a good topic today, is talking about, regret. Because we live in a world where we're, some people are going to fight not seeing it, but at the same time, when you see it, it hurts. When you feel it, it definitely hurts. And even me, I wish that I didn't do the wrong things first. I wish I didn't repeat doing the wrong things. I wish that I did them right the first time. I wish I found out the problems that I needed to, and then I fixed them the first time. But that's just me. I don't want to get into too much babbling and stuff. Hoping everybody having a good is having a good night, and again, thank everybody for coming and listening, and hope that in listening to these, that you find some area that may be going wrong, and you listen in and you see, well, that could be the case, and it helps your relationship. Because we got a high rate of divorce. We got a high rate of people not even wanting to get married. We got a high rate of people going to jail. We got a high rate of people, STDs. I feel like STDs are like God's way of saying, dude, stop. For real. For me, I feel like some people be like, man, STDs are man-made. No, I feel like it's a consequence for us going on and sleeping with numerous people when we're supposed to be stopping at one and getting married. I really believe that how can you catch an STD from someone that doesn't have it if you're only sleeping with them your whole life? If you and the woman that you marry don't have an STD, how can you guys catch one? If you guys don't sleep with anybody else, how is there a case of STD coming in your life? It can't. Unless you do like drugs and needles. But other than that, how can you really catch something? Gonorrhea, chlamydia, AIDS, herpes. How can you catch any of those if there's only one person that you're sleeping with and they don't have it? I don't think there's a possibility for that to happen. There may be some other situations that you could think of, but I don't see it happening in that case. But so in it, I'm saying we pass it around. Our desires to sleep with somebody else other than who we're sleeping with, or who we're being with, or who we started out a relationship with, is the reason that it's getting passed around so much. And it's becoming a big thing. Houses without fathers. A mother's house without the dad it's became a big thing. You know, people say, yeah, well, you know, we just didn't work out and I'm still in the lies. But yeah, that's cool. But at the same time, separate houses. That's two separate emotions. That's two separate sets of rules. That's two separate ways of handling things that now these kids had to think of. It's not one set of rules. It's not one, not one way of handling a situation. It's two. Because over the mom's house, it might be, I can do this, but over the dad's house, I can't. Now I'm going to two different houses with confusing. Okay, take that PS over to your dad's house because I don't want you playing it here. Or, you get clothes over here, or you can eat snacks at this time over here, but you can't do it over there. Or you can act that way over here, but you can't do it over there. I remember my mom could say, you can act that way out there, but not in here. So it becomes confusing. If we can think of ways to fix that situation to where there's a set house, or there's houses, we can make this work. We can get back to, not get back, but we can make it a better place. We can make this country, make this world a better place. But that's too much babbling on. I definitely thank everybody for coming out. Hope that you guys have a good night. I was just going through my little rant that I'm having, and I hope I didn't say anything wrong, but if I did, let me know. If I said some things right, let me know. Hit me up, hit the follow button, hit the like button, whatever you can do, and we definitely will keep this rocking, and I'll holla at you.